The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So, Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the advanced midfielders, Peter. They're going to have to do all the jobs of, say, a number 8 and a number 10, and an auxiliary striker, if you like. They have to do a lot of the pressing, carrying the ball forward, as well as making sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated. Effectively, they're the space invaders in the team.
Dixon. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Ibrahimovic. Chance, surely!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And no, that was never going to make it. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No way through. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Foot in. Now it's Azar. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's fabulous. Flashes it across. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. No, he's not getting any further than that. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Davids. And here's Gattuso. Rodri. Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move. Just the goalkeeper's a bit... And the shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out towards the flank. And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
De Bruyne. A probing pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now here's the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. No way he was going to let him past. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted.
Flamengo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Rodri has created one goal already. Now, this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Delivers the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And smartly reclaimed. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. No way he was going to be out-muscled. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hazard played with finesse. And he's taking no chances there. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again.
Flamengo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Takes the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a pretty loose pass.
Corinthians really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a promising position. Crosses it in. Up he goes! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very...
Could be danger here. Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Flamengo really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Nice control. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Corinthians take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Passes short and sharp. Flamengo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He is through here. Neither of them. He's gone for goal! Koeman kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hazard can see things others simply cannot. Gets into some space. Applies the finish! De Bruyne!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. He shifted it to the flank. Into the last quarter of an hour. Tries a measured ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Decent chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Flamengo really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. Well, if you did just miss... Climbs up big! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Davids is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. They get a throw in. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Serginho sends it crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. Fired deep towards the back post. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good take in a good area. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out towards the flank. Now the ball in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Gnabry. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to play him in. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Palmeiras were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Threads one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee's given a throw. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Over to the other side.
Ball, that too.
He's shifting through the gears here. Gnabry with the... Oh, what a climb! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to belt it away. Endrick, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Gnabry. Flamengo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Cruyff, he's picked his way through. That looks a good cross. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola.
Flamengo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That has been slung wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Stoichkov. Beckham.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be a throw-in. Decent progress down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Dijk did well to emerge with... And a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Oh, good-looking ball. Gnabry. And it's Gnabry. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now, this could be a chance. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Flamengo, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open...
Terrific header! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there.
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oblak. Rijkaard. Kimmich. And it's Stoichkov. Really fierce, close defending. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Knocks it out wide, and that has been cut short. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. An instinctive delivery. And back out it comes.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Stoichkov. Endrick. Pele. He's in a great position here. He is through here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Out to the right. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Pele, and that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. So there's going to be another change here. Cruyff under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he's heaved it away and smartly reclaimed. Swung over. And it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. And now the breakaway. This is it then, now or never. That'll be a throw-in.
Palmeiras clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking tidy in possession here. And this is Beckham. In towards the back stick. Rijkaard. Oh, he's been caught napping. Guardiola. He's having a go. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Conte fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Goes looking wide. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nicely spread. Well read. Nice interception. Conte. Oh, that's a key interception. He's away. Oh, it's come loose. Van Dijk. Gnabry. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's intervened well there. Nedved. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Baresi. Played out to the right. And it's Beckham. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Martinez. Big header! Oh, yes! It's there! And that may just do it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that will be the final act. Flamengo illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Antoine Griezmann, do we still consider him, Jim, the face of French football?
Yeah, I think there's some room.
He's having a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bebeto. Now it's Batistuta. Belletti.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Belletti. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that's well seen too. Nicely aimed pass. Van Nistelrooy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now he's got space here. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. And here's Batistuta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pinches it off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Batistuta, and Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Batistuta. No, he's had it taken off him. Flamengo, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Eto'o. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Van Nistelrooy going about things with real menace. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Henderson takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Atletico Paranaense have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Belletti. Cannavaro. Nice sequence of passes, this. Atletico Paranaense trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Jordan Henderson, Griezmann. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now that looks a decent ball. Played in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Atletico Paranaense are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, that's it's Jordan Henderson! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Roberto Carlos. Gattuso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Costa Curta cuts it out. Played into space. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Ibrahimovic. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. And this is shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, what has happened here?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pele. Henderson. Now here's the delivery. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Adams! No, not the best of headers. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, smashing header! Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside. And he cuts out the supply. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been slung wide. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Goes down, but nothing given. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? And it's played in. Bullish header! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Atletico Paranaense really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Jordan Henderson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, there's the clearance. Oh, that's a key interception. Fernando Torres thinks one through. Good ball over the top. Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Batistuta. And this is Torres. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Played in deep. Abbiati claims it without any fuss.
Atletico Paranaense really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pele. Atletico Paranaense are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, that has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Belletti. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Cleared away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pass is just off target. It is a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The final 5 minutes. Knocks it out wide. Played into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kante gets good distance on it. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Knocks it into space. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.